pay to replace yourself.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make
Greg downtown.
They should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can go by. It's a computer doing this. I'm waiting on the computer to do something.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Yeah, it said don't want to do it.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Coates. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So Texas A&M's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Coates. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one there last time out, and he's got another one here.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
The sure hands, it's Jean-Pierre. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the sneak for it. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. We got to bring it down a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Coates. Sets up the screen. Fighting off the defender. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Spins away from the defense. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Commodores are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fakes the grab down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Scanning the field, it's Coates. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a hit. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man, it's Harper. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And the try is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Texas A&M going quickly.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance.
There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air, it's Coates. Completes it in the middle. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
From the gun, he leads it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The run from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Set sail out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. It's Jean-Pierre. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Coates. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll toss it. Creates a little space. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it. Deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Commodores will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Aggies want to move quickly. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Who who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to get there to move the sticks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 20.
Breaks into the open. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Texas A&M going quickly. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Haul that baby score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Back to pass, it's Coates. The throw to the outside is complete. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jean-Pierre. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Gets away. He's going to run it. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Commodores will call on their punt team. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field in play action.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. Just steamrolling the defense. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Goes to the option. Finding an escape route. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away.
Number 18 on to punt it away.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Aggies! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable.
And the returner is stopped. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And they're able to get him down. Texas A&M going up tempo. They're going back to the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to try to return, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.